Hey yogi, welcome to class. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Rhi and this is Drakey. And if you are returning, welcome back. It's been ages since we recorded any content for YouTube, so we are stoked to be back making some. You're not going to need anything for this Vinyasa practice. So we'll make a start sitting on the shins. If this is super uncomfortable, then just pop a block in between the ankles and it'll just give you a little bit of height. So coming into this seated Vajrasana, relax the shoulders, sit up nice and tall with the spine, and either take a soft gaze here or just close the eyes completely. The palms can come down onto the thighs or they can face upward. Kind of depends what you're after today. So if you're looking for grounding energy, then palms down. If you're looking to receive some of the good stuff from the universe, then face the palms upward so you're in a receiving position. Let everything stack spinal wise in a nice long congruent line. Nice. We'll take a few rounds of Ujjayi together. So deep inhale through the nose, contracting at the back of the throat. Inhale. Feel that wave-like sound. And then exhale, same again. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Nice. Blink the eyes open if they're closed. Come back into your practice space. On an inhale, reach the arms wide and then send them all the way up. Fingertips point up to the sky. On an exhale, cactus in the arms, 90-90 with the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. See if you can draw those elbows down towards your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. This time clasping hold of the hands, interlacing the fingers, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. We'll take a seated cat-cow. So inhale, really push up, grow tall. On your exhale, round down, chin to chest. Palms come through the center line. Inhale, reach up, seated cow. Exhale, round down. Inhale, come up, look up. Exhale, rounding down. Nice. When you get there, release the hands. Take the fingertips behind you. And then as you inhale, see if you can drive the hips up towards the ceiling, long through the collarbones. Exhale, but back to the heels. Come forward. If you were sitting on your block, then remove it now. Coming into a tabletop position, we'll work through warming up the wrists. I like to keep the toes tucked, but it's totally up to you. So coming into a tabletop and then just taking some circles of the shoulders over the wrists. Really grip through the mat here. Make the circles big or small, but really try to feel like you've got engagement through the first finger and the thumb. Engaging Hastabandha. Take the circles the other way. Hips and shoulders and spine always get involved here. Nice. Come back to sit on the heels. Make two fists with the hands and have the knuckles together. Then backs of the hands are going to go to the mat. Drop the forearms to the mat, and then as you inhale, keep everything the same, but just slowly straighten through the arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten through, or come as much straight as you can. Mind, don't go straight all the way. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sit back, release. Cool. And then when you're ready, you're going to take the hands forward, Keeping the toes tucked, lift the hips and coming into your first Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Feel free here to just explore this down dog, so pedaling through the feet, nodding the head or shaking the head, just taking any movements that feel nice. 2 options with your vinyasa today, we'll go through them both now. So bend knees, lift heels. As you inhale, push forward, roll into high plank. Drop the knees. As you exhale, take a half push-up. Push the butt back towards the heels, drop the forearms, look forward, slide yourself into an upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, push back, downward facing dog. That's option 1. Cool, and then option 2, lift heels, bend knees, roll forward through the spine into high plank. On an exhale, we take a 4 push-up. Drop the knees, push back, butt towards the heels, drop the forearms and slide into up dog. Rolling over the toes, push back on an exhale to down dog. So they're the 2 choices we'll work through. We'll roll forward into high plank on an inhale. On an exhale, we'll lower for a count of 10. Drop the knees if you need to. We're lowering for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the toes. Take the hands into the 10 to 2 position if where your head is at is 12 o'clock. Lower the forehead to the mat. Hips are heavy, legs are heavy, feet are heavy. Elbows point up towards the ceiling. Come into these little spidey fingers. Then inhale. As you do, you're going to roll up through the spine, articulating each vertebrae one by one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Oscillating Cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Straighten the arms on this one if it feels okay. And exhale, lower all the way down. The arms are going to come alongside the body, palms face down. Head is heavy, coming into Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. So I like to imagine that I have a can of Coke in between my shoulder blades, the kind of wings on your back, and that as I lift, I'm trying to crush it. So that's where I send my focus, as well as to the fingers and to the toes. So forehead to the mat. On an inhale, you're going to lift the feet, lift the legs, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Baby fingers come inward as if they're trying to touch. You're crushing the can. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, lower. Let one side of the head go to the mat. Take a moment. And when you're ready, forehead back to center. On an inhale, we rise back up. So really think about lifting through the chest, long through the legs, engagement right the way down to the toes, the fingertips. You're crushing the can. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower on 1. Let the head go the other way. Take a moment. Notice if you feel any energy now, kind of building in the back line of the body. We're just trying to wake it up. And from here, hands can come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, push back into downward facing dog. Nice. From here, right leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee, roll forward, come right foot outside of right hand, lower the left knee. Coming into this lizard pose, you can have a little feel through the hips for a moment, if that feels nice, just sort of swinging left to right, hearing any clicks. And then reaching the right arm forward, backstroking it around. See if you can bring that left foot to the butt. If you can, catch the foot and just push away. If you can't, you're just working to bring the foot in and reaching the arm back. They don't have to touch. And then slowly release, right hand to the earth, tuck the back toes. Inhale, start to drive the hips up and relatively straighten through both legs, coming into a modified pyramid. Focus more here on the connection, that hinge between the hip and the lower belly. Don't worry too much about the leg being straight here. Nice. From here, rebend that right knee, left foot outside of left hand. Inhale, rise to active squat. Knees go wide, hips sink low. Exhale, draw it in to stand. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come through the center line, active squat. Inhale, hands come down to prepare. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Downward dog. Left leg lifts nice and high, three-leg dog. Then bend deeply through that right leg, bend the left knee and roll forward, left foot outside of left hand, drop the back knee. Come into lizard on this side. And again, you can just, take any movements that might feel nice. Waking everything up here. It's totally irrelevant, but I'm using a new toothpaste, and when you use a new toothpaste and it just feels a bit claggy in your mouth, I don't know if that's a word or if anyone else experiences that, but I am today. Anyway, totally unrelated. So left arm goes forward, spins back, see if you can catch the right foot, or just work towards bringing the foot in and catching it. If you've got the foot, push it into the hand and take a nice twist. Try and keep the hips low. Twisted lizard lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, tuck the back toes, straighten through, relatively straight through that left leg, lift the hips, come into that modified pyramid on the left side. And then rebend the left leg, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, inhale, active squat. Exhale, draw it in to stand, engage the glutes. Inhale, reach up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, hand to the mat. This time, right foot goes back, left foot goes back. Downward facing dog. Lift heels, bend knees, roll forward, take a vinyasa. Everybody drop the knees, push back towards the heels, drop the forearms, slide into up dog. And then roll back, downward facing dog. Awesome job. The right leg lifts nice and high, three-leg dog. Deep bend of that left knee, draw the right knee into the chest and ripple forward. Drop the right foot somewhere next to the right hand. Drop the back knee. I like to keep the toes tucked here, but it's your choice. Inhale, rise up, low lunge, Janusha, feel it out. Feel free to move here. You don't need to be really stuck. Nice. From here, the hands are going to come back to the mat. We're going to lift the back heel off and then take that left foot to the pinky side of the right foot. So the left foot crosses behind the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Funky Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, engage the glutes, arms go up, look up. As you exhale, cactus the arms, dragging those elbows down towards the hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come back through. Funky Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And on an exhale, left foot journeys back where it came from. Drop the back knee. Come back into Janusha, low lunge. From here, fingertips to the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Come into that modified pyramid again. You can lift the toes up towards the shin on that right foot if it feels nice. But again, just keep working on that compression on that right hip. Rebend the right knee, coming in to a crescent lunge. Nice. Inhale, take the hands into the center of the chest, lean forward, drag the back foot along, coming into a bent leg warrior 3, crouching warrior. As you exhale, you can let the hands go to the thigh and come into traditional warrior 3. Engage through that back leg. Inhale, rebend, arms go out front, left foot re-lands. Double bent leg lunge, keep both legs bent. Exhale, draw the hands to the nape of the neck, zip the chest in. Inhale, send the hands away. Take a little bit of a back bend here, feel free to look up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Push back into 3-leg dog. From here, bend the left knee, bend the elbows, and drag yourself in to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing, left leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Come high onto the toes, deep bend of that right knee, draw the left knee in, and then ripple forward, left foot in between the hands, drop the back knee. Rise up, Anjaneyasana. Again, you don't need to be stiff here. You can move around, feel however you want to. Maybe you feel some stretching in that right hip. Whatever works. Nice. Hands to the mat. Lift the back knee up. Inhale. Right foot crosses behind the left leg. Coming into Urdhva Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Funky Uttanasana, fold over. Inhale, rise up, engage the glutes, reach up, look up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus, really drive down with those elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up, palms together. Exhale, fold, Funky Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back to where you got it. Lower the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Just trying to find some space here more than anything. So feel free to take wiggles and movements. And then exhale, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, straighten through that left leg or relatively straight, modified pyramid. Lift the toes if you want to. Nice. Then rebend that left knee, coming up into a crescent lunge. Inhale, hands draw through the center, lean forward, slide that back foot up into a crouched warrior 3 position. Exhale to stand on that left leg, traditional warrior 3. Inhale, take it back, arms go forward, foot goes back. Double bent leg lunge here. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck, zip the chest in. Inhale, reach back, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat, 3-leg dog. Bend the elbows and the right leg and come through to upward facing. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Right leg lift, 3-leg dog. Deep bend of that left knee, right knee draws in, right foot to right hand. Lower the back knee, rise up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot crosses behind right leg. Inhale, halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Funky Uttanasana, fold over. Inhale, engage the glutes, reach up, look up. Exhale, cactus, draw the elbows down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, palms together. Exhale, come through the center. Funky Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step left foot to the back, lower the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, fingertips to the mat, tuck the back toes, straighten through the front leg. Find Modified pyramid. Rebend through the front knee, rise up, come into crescent lunge. On an inhale, hands come through, slide the back leg along, engage through the back foot, crouching warrior. Exhale to stand. Traditional warrior 3. Inhale, left foot goes back, arms go forward for counterbalance. Double bent leg lunge. Exhale, hands to the nape of the neck, zip it in. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat. 3-leg dog. Right leg lifts. Bend standing leg, bend elbows, come through into up dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, push through, left foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee, rise up. Woo. Feel the wobbles, come into Janusha, low lunge. Feel it out here. Hands come to the mat. Step forward, right foot next to left, funky Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, engage the glutes as you come up. Rise up, look up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, really draw the elbows down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come through. All the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot journeys back. Drop the back knee. Inhale, Janusha. Find some more space here. Maybe find a little bit more juice in the hips, if that's a phrase. And then hands to the mat. Straighten through the front leg. Modified pyramid. Lifting the toes up if it feels good. And then rebend through that front knee. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale, hands through the center line. Slide through, coming into crouching warrior. Exhale, stand, traditional warrior 3. Inhale, hands forward, foot back. Double bent leg lunge, hands to the nape of the neck. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat, 3-leg dog. Bend elbows and standing leg and drive through into upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Nice. From here, walk the hands back to the feet. Soft bend in the knees, feet hip distance, and then take opposite hand, opposite elbow. Take a ragdoll. Nice. Feel all 4 corners of each foot as you sway back and forth. Let the skull be heavy. Inhale, fingers to the mat. Halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Take Yogi toe lock coming into Padang Hastasana. So inhale, straight arms look forward. Exhale, draw those, bend those elbows, draw the chest to the thighs for Padang Hastasana. Head is heavy. Inhale, release a bit. And exhale, see if you can move deeper into space. Inhale, straighten the arms, look forward. And exhale, deep bend of the knees. Roll all the way up. Coming into our circle chair. So standing as you are, we're just going to move through the spine, waving through the spine, bending the knees, coming up and down. There's really no right or wrong here. So I'm going to deep bend of the knees, chin to chest, roll down. Everything hangs heavy. And then as I bend the knees, roll back up. Lean back, maybe look back. And then roll back down. So just move However feels good in this moment. You're just trying to work through any areas of stuck energy through the spine. Seek them out and then see if you can try and make them a bit more unstuck. You can move left to right. Just keep moving however feels good. Take 2 more breaths in this moment. And then whenever you're ready, rolling back down. And then walking the hands all the way back out. Walk into a plank pose. Nice. We'll lower for a count of 10. So drop the knees if you need to, that's cool, but we're lowering for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Make a pillow with the hands. Let the forehead come to the pillow or just to the mat, whatever feels best for you. Flick your pony out of the way if it's doing your head in. Take a moment to feel the energy that you have created in the practice. Just whirl around you. And then when you're ready, coming up, ready for Oscillating Cobra round 2. So, Spidey hands into 10 to 2 or maybe 9 and 3 now. Forehead to the mat. Elbows lift up. Hips and legs and feet are heavy. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, roll up like a wave. And exhale, come down. Inhale, roll up. And exhale. All the way back down. Hands come alongside you, setting up for Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the legs. Really draw those shoulder blades together. Really gather them in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Give it everything here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, slowly lower. Take one side of the head to the earth. Setting up for the second round, so bringing the forehead back to neutral. Inhale, reach through the fingers, reach through the toes, rise up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach as far back as you can, lift up. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, lower. Take opposite side of the head to the mat. Nice. Feel the energy hopefully zipping along the back line. We've done a lot to really open through the front body and work through the back. So options on the next pose, we'll either take Locust again, that's a great option, or we're going to come into Janusha full bow. So we'll come through Locust, so whatever option you're taking, we'll all come through the same one to start. So inhale, reach up, lift the legs, lift the chest. Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. Stay here or bend both knees and catch hold of the ankles. Try and catch both together. And then inhale, see if you can reach up, lift the chest, kick the ankles into the hands. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, release slowly. So try and come back through Locust rather than catapulting the legs, and then lower down. Make a pillow with the hands, just for one moment. And then from here, when you're ready, push back, come back to a child's pose, just for a moment, just to kind of send the spine the other way. Take it from that lovely extension into a little ball. And then roll up. So your shoulders stack over your hips and your ears stack over your shoulders. So we've got a few options here, either working on whatever really you want to work on is totally cool. So I'm always working on forearm stand. It's a never-ending job. So options will be that we'll take dolphin, or if you're working, or if you have a bound headstand in your practice, you want to take that, that's cool. Or if you want to take forearm stand, whatever you want to do, we'll do here. So wherever you are, make sure that you have checked your width. If you're coming with me, then I like to make a little bit of a gun, Kali Mudra, with the hands, and then really press the forearms into the mat. Then rising up, walking the toes in, and then maybe just taking a few hops here, just feeling what it's like to let that foot leave the earth. And then eventually, maybe the foot's gonna come up. I like to draw one knee into the chest just to help contain the lower back. But wherever you are, be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower on 1. Nice. Great shout if you held dolphin for all that time. It's an absolute killer, and I really ought to do more of it in my own practice. Wherever you are, come to sit on the heels just for a moment as we reintegrate before our final little bit of effort. So with that being said, come back into a downward facing dog, lifting through the hips. Nice. And then from here, the right leg will lift nice and high, 3-leg dog. And then we're going to bend that right knee, cross it over, take that right foot over to the left side of the mat. Then spin back on the back foot, and then lift the arm up, lift the hips up, coming into fallen triangle. Really trying to rotate that right shoulder underneath you. So you're trying to scoop the right shoulder under. Be here, or lean forward. Take the left hand forward. Stay onto the side of the right foot. And then you're going to spring that right knee in towards the right, left knee towards the left elbow, sorry. Hold here. And then slowly take it back like nothing happened. Slowly lower the butt down to the mat. That's a bit of a funky one. The first time you do it, you're like, what? And then from there on in, it makes a little bit more sense. From here, we're going to take that left foot to the inside of the right leg, coming into Janusha Shasana. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hinge forward, catching hold of the foot, and then folding over that right leg. Feel free here to put some height underneath the hips if you know that helps you with your forward folding. Feel free to just let the head go. Bring the chest towards the leg. Or feel free to keep the spine nice and extended. The key here is that hinge, so same as in our modified pyramid. Inhale, come all the way back up, and then send that left leg nice and wide. So from here, take the legs nice and wide, and you can either come into a wide leg seated forward fold, or we'll come into a standing wide leg forward fold. So Wide leg forward fold, great option. If you want to come to stand, you're going to make 2 fists, bring them just onto the inside of the groin. I like to kind of lean back a little bit, straighten the arms, and then as I come forward with a bit of momentum, I push the fists into the mat to roll me forward. It might take a couple of goes just to feel it in the body, but once you get there, you can have the fingertips to the mat, flat back, inhale, and exhale, fold. Feel free to pop a soft bend in the knees here. We're just looking for a nice forward fold. Might feel nice to bend and straighten the legs. And then when you're ready, if you're standing, you've got to come back down. So you're going to take the knuckles into where they kind of came from, and then gently slide your butt back towards the mat. Right hand's going to go back to where it came from, so top of the mat. And then as you inhale, see if you can lift that left arm up, lift the hips, come back into fallen triangle. From here, left hand comes down, right foot comes back into downward facing dog. Roll forward, flush that out with a vinyasa. And then everybody meet back in a downward facing dog. Nice. I'll face this way for this one because then I will be facing you. So from here, left leg's gonna lift nice and high. 3-leg dog. And then bend that left knee, drive it into the chest, roll forward, and then take the left foot on the outside of the right hand so it'll come off the mat. This is a great place to be if you don't feel like you want to lift. If you do, you're going to reach the arm up, spin onto the back foot, coming into that fallen triangle. Stay here, or reach the right arm over, stay onto the side of the left foot, bend the back knee, and then spring yourself so that right elbow and right knee can meet. And then come back. That's always the hardest bit, coming back to where you came from. And then slowly, everybody lower the hips down to the earth, back into our wide leg, sort of straddle position. Then from here, we're going to bend the right knee, draw the right foot onto the inside of the left thigh, letting the right knee go wide, pointing the left toes. For Janusha Shasana, reach up, look up, inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Coming into Janusha Shasana on this side. This is where I always notice how much dog hair my feet accumulate. It doesn't seem to matter how often you hoover in this place. If you have any distractions or things you notice like that during your home practice, just try to smile and just let them go. Come back to the focus of the practice. And then when you're ready, inhale, roll back up. Take that right leg nice and wide and long. And again, you can come into a wide leg forward fold here if that's calling you. If you want to come into a standing wide leg forward fold, then we're going to take the fists again. We're going to lean back, straighten the arms, and then roll forward, pushing off the knuckles, pushing off the fists, coming into this wide leg forward fold variation of Padang Hastasana. And then you can fold down. You maybe take the forearms to the mat and push the hips back. Maybe take each hand to each ankle. And you're just trying to get a nice deep forward fold here. It's totally cool to bend the knees. And then inhale. If you're standing, come to a halfway lift, take the fists back through the gap, and then slowly lower down. Nice. From here, the left hand's going to go back to where it was. I had to think for a moment there because I've changed direction. And then we're going to drive the right arm up as we drive the hips up, dropping the right foot. Back to fallen triangle. Dropping the right hand down, send that left leg back, close it off to downward dog. Roll forward to high plank and take your vinyasa. Everybody comes back through upward facing and meets in downward facing dog. Nice. From here, lift heels, bend knees, step or jump the feet in between the hands and come down onto the butt, coming onto the earth. Nice. From here, we'll roll ourselves all the way back. Bring the knees with you. Maybe take a roll from side to side or a rock from side to side if that feels nice. So we'll take two kind of supine back bends here. We've done a lot of prone back bending with our expansion series. So you can take Setu Bandhasana bridge pose, or the body is warm enough for Urdhva Dhanurasana, so it's really whichever you'd like. We're going to take 2 rounds, so maybe do 1 and 1. I'm going to start off with bridge and then go into wheel for my second round. If you've got your block handy and it feels nice, you could take the block underneath the sacrum and come into a supported bridge. That's always lovely. So set yourselves up if you're going for bridge or wheel, and just make sure the feet are hip distance and you can roughly tickle the backs of the heels. And draw the shoulders in towards each other. Make robot arms. Inhale, reach the hips up, coming into bridge pose. If you're in your bridge, you can clasp the hands underneath you and use that to really drive the hips nice and high. Imagine you could send the knees forward whilst dragging the heels back under you, just to really click on those hamstrings and make them work. And then when you're ready, if you've got the clasp, or if you're in full wheel, you're going to release and slowly lower back down. Nice. Last push of effort here. So if you want to take full wheel, you're going to take the hands alongside the ears, fingers pointing backwards. Make sure if you have long hair, you've not grabbed it with your hand. And then inhale to prepare. Exhale, push up. Coming into full Urdhva Dhanurasana. Try and send the chest through the arms. So you've got weight into the hands and into the feet. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and wherever you are, lowering on 1, avoiding dropping onto your head because your precious brain is in there. And then from here, take the right ankle and cross it over the left thigh. You can use the right hand to just push that right thigh away. Coming into a reclined pigeon. If you want more, right hand feeds through the gap. Left hand goes on the outside of the left leg. Clasp the hands on the shin or the thigh and just draw the legs in towards the body. Start to let go now. You've done all the hard work, all the vinyasas and movements. Now we're just letting the body wind down. If you'd like to take the twist, then you're going to let that right foot fall over to the left so that that right foot comes to the earth. Take the arms nice and wide, maybe looking over that right shoulder. And just feel that in the right hip there. If you're in the twist and you send the right knee away from you, you're going to feel it a little bit more in that right hip. And then rolling back to center, or bringing it back to center. Switch legs, left ankle over right thigh. And this might feel nice just to stay here. There's no need to look for crazy depth in this portion of the practice. But if you feel like you want a bit more, left hand through the gap, right hand on the outside, and draw everything in. Notice if one side just feels like it's a little bit tighter maybe. Taking the twist on this side, if it serves you, the left foot will meet the right side off the mat. Left knee can go away from you. Arms can go into a T and you can look over that left shoulder if it feels good. But these are all options. Slowly coming back to the center. Release that left foot down. One final little movement before we close. It might feel nice to take a happy baby here, so drawing the knees into the chest, taking hold of the outside of the feet. It feels nice to draw the knees right the way in first, and then let the head and chest go back. Maybe straighten one leg, bring it back in, straighten the other leg, bring it back in, maybe straighten both legs. And then when you're ready, draw the knees into the chest, let the feet go long. Take any last fidgets that you need so that you can come into your Shavasana, knowing that you have done all the work that was needed. And now this is your place of ease. Let the practice start to move away from you now, like a wave. Let it wash away from you. Be here for as long as you have available. You've earned it. This is where I will leave you now. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed the class, let me know how you got on in the comments. Stay here for as long as you can. I hope to practice again with you soon. Thank you, Yogi.